potentially 2 Bro Pro, have a little look at that, see what I'm thinking. PCA final, potentially in Aber England, but we'll see. That's a little bit into the future. So, I mean, what have I learned from this prep? Be accountable, not just to yourself. You can prep everyone else in the world 100%. If you're emotionally involved, you will make bad decisions. Don't get someone who's going to change the wheel, make you put you in an uncomfortable zone, which is why I haven't really got anyone from bodybuilding to help me as much. Everyone's got their own views, and it's a bit difficult to say people are right or wrong. Like I said, I'm willing to change, but it needs to be somebody you believe in, has similar outlook on certain things, and that's exactly what I've done. So definitely a shout out to Pete Bell, who's, if he's added 2 or 3 things to my prep, beetroot, B-alanine, taking 5 grams of creatine, having more carbs around workouts and less at other times. We've increased vegetables a little bit. I always have plenty, but I would just increase the variation of what vegetables instead of just having broccoli with every meal. You know, I do have some asparagus. I do have corn on a cob with my steak in the evening. Fills me up a little bit. You know, maybe have peppers or onions, small dose of that. So I'm getting varied nutrients, maybe more spinach and kale. So yeah, there's been adequate changes, but being accountable has been the main one, because I weigh myself every single morning. Now some people say that's too regular, and I would have said exactly the same. So I was like, what are we doing that for? But that means I can't cheat, because if I have a cheat, I am going to weigh 3 or 4 pounds more the next day, depending on how bad it was. So I physically can't do it. I take a picture of the scales. I don't even send I take a picture of the scales after my cardio every morning. Maybe some pictures once a week, or I might see Pete or someone else, one of the training partners. So being accountable every day, 6 weeks, not missing anything, not doing any additional, and the result has been I'm in my best physical condition, leanest I've ever been. My body weight's not as high as it was in 2017. Despite I think I made some improvements, I'll be a few pounds down from that, but that's because I've got leaner, without question. And I was in reasonable condition. I won the PCA Manchester overall. I won the NABBA England Class 1. They were my 2 best showings in terms of my physical condition. So I'm going to be a few pounds off those shows, but I'm going to look better, and that's the aim of the game. Now, my starting point was lean. We've moved the gyms this year. That was my main focus. I said to myself at the start of this year, look, I've qualified for the PCA final. It's in the background, it's in my mind, but the focus has got to be on business. I've got to get the gym up and running. We've opened a 24-hour gym. It's absolutely fantastic. We've spent £15,000 on equipment, and we're just about to spend another 2.5 on a bit more. We've done it up to look presentable with the old black and blue Team Peak, which I'm sporting for my haircut. Doesn't look too great at the moment because it's first thing in the morning, but still, I like to just have a little bit of razzmatazz, something to look forward to. You get your hair done, you get your tan done. It's like a bit of a girl, really, I suppose. Have your shave, and it's all part of the build-up for the show, and you look forward to it. I think everybody does to a certain degree. Like I said, I've only done pharmaceutical fat burners in the form of super burn drops from Elixir. Started off with about 0.5 ml, which is 25 micrograms of T3. I believe it's 30 micrograms of clenbuterol and 27 milligrams of yohimbine. And that's been increased to a full mil after about 7 days. So I did 7 days, half. I probably did about 6 days on a half, and maybe 6 days on 3/4. 5-6 days on 3/4, and I've been doing a full one for the last 4 or 5 days, something like that. Don't quote me on the actual exact days. It might be 5 days of each. But so I've only been doing 14-15 days of strong fat burns to help with my sleep. But my sleep kind of went out the window about 2.5 weeks ago. I've been in my little girl's bedroom. My wife's been amazing. She's left me to my own devices. She knew I failed last time. I need to go through a period where I don't want to wake her up every 5 minutes, getting out of bed, wandering around, not being able to sleep, getting up at the crack of dawn. I mean, 5:15 this morning has actually been a lie-in, believe it or not. You know, the sleep pattern's horrific. But once it went naturally, I decided, well, I might as well put the fat burns in now because it's not going to make it any worse because I'm already not sleeping. So that's when I decided to put them in, when I felt like I could take my body further, but the sleep had gone anyway. So the main thing was to keep the sleep in as long as possible. I managed to do it until 2 weeks out, which is not too bad. So once I went, put the fat burns in, because I didn't think they were going to have any disadvantages at that point regarding sleep, because it was already gone. They were just going to have the positive advantages of increasing my fat loss, which they certainly did. I mean, I've almost lost as much in that 2 weeks as I did in the first 4. Not quite, because it was easy to lose it at the start. But I've probably lost, 40% of my weight in the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks of the prep, and the visual change in that period is phenomenal. And it usually is towards the end when you change the most. I mean, you know, you'll drop 5 pounds in the first week and you don't see much difference. 5 pounds in the last week or the last 2 weeks or whatever, if you lose it, whatever rate you're losing at, is a world of a difference. You know, you've got to push to that last little bit. Like I said, I did have a lean starting point due to I'd not been stuffing my face. Obviously in the off season you need to be in a calorie surplus. I believe in a massive calorie surplus. When I say massive, it doesn't need to be anything more than 700 to 1,000 maximum on top of your daily requirements, because you're just going to get fat then, whether it's good food or not. People say, oh, eat clean. Well, yeah, but you're eating too much clean food, so you will get fat, and then it's going to be harder to lose. So you need to be in a surplus enough to build muscle, adequate protein, adequate surplus of calories to build muscle. Anything additional is just going to be fat gain. So I started the prep a bit lighter than what I normally started. The maximum weight I got to in the off season was 119 kilos, 18 stone 10. I was there for a couple of weeks before we moved the gym. I come back down, I had a rest off the supplements, shall we say, for a period of about 8 weeks when I moved the gym, and then got back into the swing of the gym. Once the gym had opened, training was really good. I went on holiday with my wife and little girl, grandparents, for a week. Had a week off training because I had a few little niggly injuries, tendonitis, and that put me in a bit of a depression, I've got to be honest. Just a week without training. I just love training, eating good. So I came back, got back into my training, and it was about 2 weeks later that I just started to feel better again, look at myself and think, do you know what? I could compete for where I am.